Hello guys, welcome to another video from Dota. Today I'm bringing you another Meepo replay. It usually is with this channel, but I hopefully this one's a little bit different from my other ones. I think it is personally. So I played this game yesterday. I just need to get the player perspective right. Sorry there guys. I played this game yesterday, and this game was played at. I'll give you all the details if they matter, just so people don't start saying, oh, you stack against bad players or you smurf or anything. This was played on my main account, which was at 5.2k MMR, so it's a decent level game, and I played Meepo. So yeah, I mean, I've been picking Meepo quite a lot recently. I don't really like to rely on the meta so much. I mean, Meepo is arguably a bit overpowered or maybe quite broken in the right hands, but I still think it's good to play the hero because I think a lot of skill is involved. You cannot, no matter how much people think the hero is overpowered, you cannot dispute the fact that the hero does require a lot of skill, and I really like that. So we're playing the hero a lot recently. So on my team, I've got Troll Warlord, who's in the off lane with Crystal Maiden here, which isn't so great. We've got a Sniper mid, which is okay. Sniper's a very good hero at the moment. Shrapnel. This video was recorded in 6.83c, so if you're watching this in a future patch, at the moment Sniper is considered a little bit too good by quite a few people in the scene, but that's up for debate. But yeah, so I'm playing Meepo here. I'm playing him in the safe lane with Witch Doctor support. We'll see what kind of lane I get in a second. I need to remove this. Yeah, there we go. We'll see what kind of lane I get in a second, and I kind of wanted to bring you this game, guys. I'm not gonna spoil anything right from the start. I kind of wanted to bring you this game because if you've watched some of my other videos, you'll realize I don't get the best start every single time. I really don't. I don't snowball I don't snowball very early. I don't get very fed. I don't have the best lane usually, and in this case I'm really not going to have the best lane because you can immediately see that I'm up against a Gyrocopter Shadow Shaman, which is an incredibly potent lane. If you shackle at the right moment into a Rocket Barrage, you can't move. You're going to take a very sizable nuke because Rocket Barrage at level 1 is very, very effective at dealing damage. So I'm going to have to play safe in this lane, and you'll see me miss quite a few last hits here. But obviously, watching it in retrospect is a lot easier. In the actual game, I'm taking on the fact that they can kill me. He did miss the shackle there, which inevitably did not kill me, so that's lucky for me. I mean, I'm staying with the creeps. If I stay with my friendly creeps, the Rocket Barrage damage is going to be split, or the instances of the damage are going to be split. And there I thought he was going to try and maybe get a Rocket Barrage on me there, because the hero has very good base movement speed, and I think he's got boots as well. Yeah, he's got boots. So Gyrocopter with boots actually very fast, and I'm to be very safe in this lane. So my CS in this lane is going to be hindered massively. I am level 2 though. I'm level 2.5, which is nice. I'm keeping my XP going. Witch Doctor doing a good job of stacking and pulling there, not soaking up XP. So I just need to, lasting under tower again with Meepo pretty hard. Don't do a good job of it in this game at all. So it's not a good example of that, guys. I'm not going to sit here and say it's a good example of that, but I'm playing very safe, trying my best not to die. A rocket is going to go on to Witch Doctor here, but it's only a level 1. It's not going to do too much damage. I do decide to try and go nearer, but it's a bit too quick for me to click up. Again, here, missing last hits under the tower. I need to double click them. I've been playing a lot of carries recently where you one click under the tower and then you wait for it to get low and you click it again. With Meepo, you need to kind of do 2 clicks in the space where you would usually do 1. But yeah, so far not so great. 4 last hits. I'm going to get a nice net here on Shadow Shaman. The Witch Doctor stun does go down. A poof on top of him does go down as well, and the right click pick him up there. First blood for Witch Doctor. Really nice for us. I do miss skill here. In the midst of that, I somehow misskilled poof. So I have a level 2 poof here, which isn't the end of the world. Level 3, a very small level. So I'm going to just pick up level 4 here and get my second Meepo. And with this Crystal Maiden aura, though, is currently at level 2. I'm getting some really nice mana regen here, and it's just really helping me stay in the lane, and really helping my Meepo sort of stay topped up so I can keep poofing for last hits, because really, if this Gyrocopter is worth anything, he shouldn't be allowing me to last hit. He should get most of the denies, most of the last hits on his side. He has a very good attack animation and superior damage, and it's ranged, so he should win the last hit war, and he's doing a fairly decent job, but I'm picking up a couple here and there. So I'm really going to be relying on the poof to get me those last hits in this lane, and the Crystal Maiden Aura is going to really help me with that. I decided to pick up the Ring of Basilius here because that gives me +6 damage. Sniper is unfortunately going to get picked up in the mid lane. I did Panther that. Again, this is player perspective, so you're only going to see what I was looking at in the game when it was played. But I did Panther there. I did notice that they rotated on. I didn't have a TP on hand, and a couple of our other players didn't, so they did pick him up for free there. They rotated 2 to the lane. They rotated Shadow Shaman, which gave me a little bit of space. I know, as soon as Shadow Shaman rotates to that lane, Gyrocopter really can't solo kill me, so I can play a little bit more aggressive, go for those last hits, maybe even try and kill him. That's one of the things you want to do. If you're Meepo and you get put up against a pretty horrible dual lane or off lane, as soon as someone rotates, you know you're a little bit safer. Once you see people in a lane, you know you're a little bit safer to perhaps go for that kill. So I'm going to be poofing up the small camp here. The Radiant Courier does get picked up there, which is really nice for me. I think Sniper did manage to pick that up. I think Zeus walked into the middle of the lane walking, which against Sniper is something you really do not want to do. So that picked up some nice gold for me. I'm currently sitting on brown boots and a Basilius. My farm is very bad. 16 last hits, 1 deny, 1 assist. It's gonna work, but it's not good. Not good at all. But yeah, I'm still, you know, not tilting and keeping a good mindset on. I mean, I haven't died yet, but you know, what I've got to kind of think of is, well, our late game is vastly superior to theirs. I mean, if you look, we have Troll, Warlord, Sniper, and Meepo. Those heroes are going to, if they get the items they need, they're going to do very well in the late game. In retrospect, our lineup is very bad because of 2 things. Troll Warlord is very reliant on the jungle. Meepo is very reliant on the jungle. And Sniper also wants to kind of do the jungle. We have way too much farm split across 3 cores that desperately need a lot of items. So this game is going to be pretty rough if they get a lot of map control. And with Zeus on their team, who can de-ward, the likelihood of them getting that map control is very high. So at the moment, still kind of stable. Gonna poof here to get a last hit. The rocket is gonna go down on me, which, you know, I stayed around for a bit too long. The Aftershock does go down. I poof in the second Meepo to try and get a little bit of defense here. I try and click the rocket up with the second Meepo, but it's not gonna do enough damage really. Poofed in the second Meepo. Shadow Shaman wasn't quite as quick as Gyrocopter, and Gyrocopter inevitably decided to back off from that engagement, which is pretty, you know, maybe he could have done it, but I don't think he should have dived that. Maybe Shadow Shaman a bit more on the ball. Shadow Shaman going to get cut out there a little bit. Witch Doctor Cassock does go down, but I don't feel like walking at that Gyrocopter, knowing that the full rocket barrage should go on me. I do a blind net here because I thought Gyrocopter might pursue that kill with the rocket barrage. He could have probably got that kill. He may have paid for it with his life. You know, obviously a lot of retrospect, a lot of hindsight here. Zeus does pick up an instant triple kill with his ultimate there. Like, the moment he skills it, he just picks up a triple kill. He killed Sniper, Troll, and Crystal Maiden with a single ultimate. That's the dream. So yeah, he does get a lot from that kill. You could see his gold just skyrocketed. He now has enough for a point booster at this point if he wanted to go for the early Aghanims. They are going to actually dive Witch Doctor top here. I decided to jungle because I was very scared. I couldn't see anyone on the map. Witch Doctor did unfortunately decide to stay around, and that was the wrong decision. Sniper is going to TP in here, however, and the Zeus is getting caught in between a couple of enemy heroes here. Nuke does go down on Sniper, does a lot of damage. F-Shot goes down on Sniper as well, a lot of damage. Witch Doctor really needed to click Zeus there quicker, because I, obviously as a melee hero, I couldn't. Rocket Barrage is going to go down, it's going to do a lot of damage. I try and micro the Meepo away, but it was a fraction of a second too late, and he does pick up that last auto attack. The auto attacks from the tower are going to go down, and they're going to pick up the Gyrocopter. So a big misplay there from Witch Doctor, actually, from not picking up that last hit on Zeus earlier, because Zeus did manage to kill Sniper because of that, and maybe the engagement could have gone a lot better if Zeus had died before he had killed Sniper and Sniper had survived to get a few more right clicks on that gyro. So a bad engagement, well, not a bad engagement, but not a good engagement considering how much Zeus got with that triple kill. We did kill him, which was good for us, but he also got a kill out of that on Sniper. So Sniper has died a lot this game. Got ganked mid, he got picked up by the Zeus ultimate, he TP'd top, which was the right decision, but he did get picked up because of a misplay from Witch Doctor there, and a bit of positioning error from himself, so not good. So I have my treads, I have my Basilius, it's 8 minutes in, I'm going to start making my way towards my Aghanims. it's not going horribly for me. I personally have not been shut down. Zeus there again picks up another kill. He picks up a double kill on the bottom lane there, so our bottom lane going incredibly bad. I do spot out Bounty Hunter there, who went invis in our jungle, so I am aware of that, and I'm kind of scared to see if he has like Windrunner near him, because I can't see her on the map. So just gonna look around the map, see where I can gain farm, see where I can um, accumulate some safe farm. I'm a bit scared of our jungle at the moment, but I do spot out Zeus here in the bottom lane. He's playing very aggressive. He's caught him but 3 heroes. A net does go down. Second net does come in to cancel the TP, and that's a kill up here. Witch Doctor does pick that up, and maybe it should have gone the way of one of our cores, but it's a kill. A kill is a kill, and we're keeping the Zeus down a little bit. We're hindering his snowball potential. He's picked up a lot of kills. So the kills we're getting on him are good, but they're not going to save us. He can definitely get very early Aghanims if he decides to, or just a Yule Scepter, which is a very efficient item. I'm kind of scared here to go into the top lane because I can't really see all of the heroes at the same time. And Bounty Hunter and Gyro with Gyro's ultimate could definitely dive me under the tower. So I'm very scared of doing that without some help. So I'm going to start making my way to the top lane here. Witch Doctor and Crystal Maiden are in pursuit. At the time, I thought they would help me a lot quicker. But Bounty Hunter, again, I said Bounty Hunter would be there, and he was there, so in retrospect, I really shouldn't have gone that hard. Do pick up Gyro for me, but again, like I've said in my previous videos, it's really not worth to die or trade yourself before you get Aghanim Scepter, especially before you're level 10 as well. So that was not a good trade. I knew Bounty Hunter would be around there. I thought he would be. I had the feeling he was, and he was. Took a gamble, and they killed me because of that. So bad play by me. I should have played a lot safer there. Do pick him up, but again, delayed. Delayed before my Aghanim Scepter. I did pick up the point booster here. Zeus is going to be ganking Sniper in the trees here. Sniper does try and sort of make a little bit play in the trees, but just gets picked up by a lightning bolt. Good prediction there from Zeus. Picks him up. The nets are a little bit too short, and they're not going to pick him up. He actually has that Yule Scepter now, which makes him very quick and quite hard to pursue. Shadow Shaman is hit, but he drops the ward. The Witch Doctor ultimate does go down, and I poof both my Meepos to the wrong location. They're all trapped. Both of my Meepos are trapped in the wards right now. I'm going to start clicking up a couple of wards to try and get them down. And he does manage to pick him up with the auto attacks from the snakes, doing quite a lot of damage there. So again, not a good engagement. Zeus actually rotated back into the jungle there, which I didn't think he did. I thought he left through where he's leaving now, and he didn't. He was still in the jungle, so they picked me up there. I thought Shadow Shaman was alone. Again, I've died. So I've died 3 times now, and I haven't really accumulated anything past my point booster, which is not good. Assassination now going to go down on Zeus, but Sniper's tunnel visioning a little bit. Bounty Hunter is on top of him right now. Has tracked him up so he can see him, so he knows where he's juking. Frostbite does go down on Bounty Hunter, and they could maybe have picked up that kill if Sniper had stayed. But he, you know, in the game, we know where the enemy team are, but he didn't, so he was kind of, playing a bit safe. Frostbite does go down on the Bounty Hunter, but he does pick up Crystal Maiden. I poof in both my Meepos and pick up the XP and the assist gold on there. So kind of bad trades, and they're picking up quite a bit of map control here. The problem is with their team is that their late game isn't exceptional, but they have so much snowball potential with the Shadow Shaman wards and the Zeus. They can really take towers, and they're doing that. So they're taking the top tower now. Shadow Shaman's pushing out our mid tower there, which is not good for us. Our mid tower is very important, and they are pushing it out. So we could really be looking at losing quite a lot of map control here, which is not what we want when we have so many heroes dependent on the jungle. Map control is very important with Meepo, because if you don't have it, then your ability to safely farm with your other Meepos, like spreading out across the map. If you think about it like this, you're spreading your Meepos out across the map. That's more locations where the enemy team can rotate. Because if you only have one hero, they can rotate to a camp they think you're at, and you're actually not there, you're at a different one. They can rotate to Ancients, and you're not there. But with Meepo, the chance of you being spotted or ganked in the camps is a lot higher because you're spread across a lot of them. And they get a kill on one, they get a kill on them all. So it's quite dangerous to greedily jungle when you have a very small amount of map control as Meepo. Or alternatively, the enemy team are just very aggressive in their roaming, which they are. They do pick up a double kill there. Crystal Maiden and Trollwall are dropping again. They've not played very well this game, and their dual lane did not work bottom. Dual lanes, in my opinion, are very overrated, and it's something I see sometimes when I play with people who are lower around me, is the sort of over-reliance on aggressive dual lanes. And I think if you can get out of the habit of relying on those, you'll do much better when you raise MMR, because I think they're very bad. And if they go badly, you're at a very big disadvantage. Obviously, on the enemy team, their dual lane worked, but it's a gamble. It really is a gamble. So yeah, they are going to push out the mid tier 2, and we really can't fight into that. The Gyrocopter ultimate is very good at stopping you fighting into it. And of course, Meepo is very much a kind of hero that jumps on people and kills them. The Gyrocopter ultimate will hit you and will do a lot of damage and slow you, so it's not something Meepo wants to fight into when he's behind. So I'm doing a little bit of split pushing here. I split push, their team does retreat. They haven't rotated to top yet, but I'm scared that they have. So my kind of game sense tells me I shouldn't be there any longer. So I retreat my other two Meepos into the jungle to jungle up a little bit. Still a little bit greedy. They could definitely look for them there if they have a bit of game sense. But I'm trying my best to get this Aghanims. Do pick up the third piece of my Aghanims there, the Blade of Alacrity, and I'm gonna start looking for my Staff of Wizardry pretty soon. Like I said, Troll Warlord's jungling, Sniper's jungling, and I'm jungling. We have a very bad lineup, guys. Like, take this as an example of a very bad lineup. If you're feeling, you know, if what I'd say to a lot of people, if they want to improve at Dota, picking is half the battle. Even in all pick, even in ranked, it's half the battle. And our picks this game were very bad, and really we did get punished for them a lot. So take this as an example, guys. Do not spread the farm so heavily across your team. The bouncing shuriken does get a hit on Witch Doctor there, and unfortunately I think he is going to get picked up. It gets picked up by the rocket. Fortunately, the Meepo is not quick enough there to get on top of that rocket. Maybe if I'd have positioned my Meepo and not bounced the shuriken there, he might not have died. But the rocket, the further it goes and it's maxed, will do a lot of damage. So he pretty much was doomed there. As soon as he's in range of the gyro, he needs to leave. But yeah, they are gonna start pushing towards this tier 3, which is quite an early push. Our team lineup is very weak, but our high ground defense is very nice. The shrapnel spam and the Witch Doctor ultimate are very good at high ground defense. So I guess we do have that kind of advantage to our team lineup. So I'm kind of scared of where to be here. Of course, you can see we have a, if you see my cursor here, we have a ward there. I'll put it on free camera a second. We have a ward here and a ward here, so they're very close to our base. So we're kind of like, this area of the map is safe pretty much. Here is pretty dangerous, and being in the lanes is very dangerous as well. I mean, we don't have a ward, say, like over here or over here, so we can't see them rotating through the river, which is not so great. So it's hard warding when they have a Zeus, and he is really doing a good job of dewarding this this Witch Doctor. Credit to Witch Doctor, he is warding in different locations each time, but the Yule Scepter mana regen and just how mana stable Zeus has become with his items means he can just spam it wherever he wants. I do rotate my Meepos out of the jungle there. I did see Zeus, but I am going to get a little bit caught out here. Bounty Hunter is going to TP to the lane. I'm a little bit scared here. I'm going to sell my branch and pick up a TP. Maybe I can get out. I'm going to do some defensive nets here to stop the Shuriken cancel, and I do manage to poof my Meepos out there. I was very scared that he had some backup there, and he could definitely have killed me. I could have maybe stayed around to try and get the kill, but I think that would have been a death sentence for me, especially when I'm so close to my enemies. So I do play it safe there, manage to extract my Meepos with some defensive nets play. So the time is 17 minutes 30. I'm probably going to be looking at an 18-minute Aghanim here, which is it's late. It's very late, and it's really going to hinder my ability to accelerate my farm. But picking it up now. My other Meepos are tanked up a bit, so I've hit a core item, which is good. If I was not hitting it, then we'd be very far behind. So I've managed to get that at least. They are going to push this top tier soon. We should not fight it. We still cannot fight into them. And unfortunately, Witch Doctor does decide to try and fight into them and just gets instantly picked up, which is bad play. Shouldn't have been there. They're just going to take that town. We can't fight into them. But we are going to be doing some split pushing here. The Troll ultimate works on all Meepos. I didn't know if you know. It's very, very strong. And I am going to pick up this mid tower and some nice, well-needed CS. I do see them with that ward in our jungle, which is very helpful, rotating down to mid lane. So I am going to try and move out of that mid lane immediately. They can still pursue me up, but I'm going to move down to where my other two teammates are. I'm going to do some jungling here because I'm kind of confident with Jarrow in the mid lane that they're not making a beeline for me. Sniper does TP out. We do get the bottom tower at the same time I get the tier 1 mid. So by dodging that fight top, which we knew we couldn't really take, instead of just sitting at our tier 3 and watching them take that, we knew they were all there and we decided to split push, and that really helped. So we got the tier 1 mid and we got the tier 1 bottom. You know, not the best trade, but it's a trade. You don't want to sit there and not trade. You don't want to sit there and not use the space accordingly. I do see them with the ward near our ancients and do decide to poof the Meepo and get to safety a lot quicker. So I have Magnums here, level 14. You know, it's bad farm and I don't really have the levels either. I haven't been able to play so greedy with my Meepos, especially with the sniper and the troll. This will happen quite a lot to you, I think, if you do decide to pick a Meepo quite a lot in pub games. At all levels, really, people are quite greedy and quite selfish. And Meepo's quite a selfish hero, to be honest, as well. Like, you want most of the jungle. So you are going to have to contend with other people wanting to farm and needing farm. And I think we do a decent job of splitting it this game. And I do make use of the space I was given. And not tilting off the lane and stuff. That rocket is going to come in and try and look for Witch Doctor again, which is going to do an insane amount of damage. He does check out the Zeus ultimate to see how much damage he can get on Witch Doctor, but it's not enough with the heal up there. He is going to be able to survive. I'm going to make a push top tower because I'm confident they're all mid. All my other Meepos are top, and my first Meepo is in the base, so I can TP them back if they do decide to rotate. A defensive shrapnel up here to scout out if they do rotate through the back, which is really nice play. And I'm going to switch to agility treads and try and take this tier 2. And we do manage to get it, which is really nice. They are going to continue to push. They're going to go for the tier 2 bottom to finish off all our towers, and they do. And we're going to kind of look high ground here. I do chuck out some nets and manage to catch Zeus. I go way too greedy on this Zeus, actually, and he uses up one of my Meepos. I need to immediately extract here. I do try to TP one out, but the cooldown is going to catch them all out. They rotate everyone, and they put everything on the Meepo. That was very bad play from me, but that was also very bad play from them. They could have picked up more than one. They definitely could have picked up a troll there, but they put everything on me and kind of tunnel visioned in killing the Meepo. Still very important to kill Meepo, but they could have killed more. But yeah, overextending, a bit of miss micro, getting caught by the cooldown. I was there for about 3 seconds too long, and I needed to retreat, and I got picked up. So 1-4-4 is my score at the moment, and I do not have a lot of gold. It's 21 minutes in, and things are not looking good. Still level 14. I mean, the plus side being we do manage to pick up the top tower, which is nice because it's giving our team gold, and our team is very much in need of gold with the map being so split between 3 cores. So Witch Doctor and Crystal Maiden are getting some steady gold here to keep the wards up and to keep the sentry battle up against this bounty hunter. So yeah, at the moment we're just kind of locked mostly to our base. As you can see, we have no wards now because Zeus has completely dewarded everything. So we're completely shut in our base. We have no vision. We have no map control. They are free to take Roshan. They have more items. They have taken all of our towers. They have all the tower gold they need. This game is looking very, very bad for us. And if you were in this game, try and think how your mindset would be. I mean, are you the kind of person who tilts? Are you the kind of person who doesn't deal well with being behind, or are you the opposite? Are you quite good at playing from behind? You know, you really need to ask yourself that if you want to improve at Dota, especially with Meepo, because you're not always going to do well in the early game. So, you know, I'm trying my best here in the game. I was trying my best just to make use of the space I had. I sensed they were at Roshan. It shows it on the replay, but I couldn't actually see them in the game because we have no wards. So they do pick up the Aegis there, and they do put it on Windrunner, which was the right choice because she currently has she's pretty much got her Aghanims now, and she has a Maelstrom, so that is going to do a lot of damage to me. If you don't know, the Maelstrom could constantly proc off the focus fire, and the focus fire removes the damage reduction. It's 500 bonus attack speed, and the Aghanim Scepter removes the damage reduction. Trollwalled is farming a little bit out of position here. I retreated because I sensed they were there, and he didn't, and he gets picked up, and that's a track kill going away of the Radiant team there. So a core kill on Troll, and the big thing about that is now is that they're going to push with that Aegis, and we have Troll down. So this is bad for us. This is very bad for us. We need to take a high ground defense, and it needs to be good. They're using this Troll being dead as, right, let's go, Troll's dead, let's push right now. Don't waste a single second, let's just push. They do pick up the sentry ward there, so, you know, killing bounty hunters is going to be harder. I'm going to retreat my Meepos as far back as I can, so a shackle doesn't land, or they don't, you know, with the track now, they can look to kind of use and blink and stuff and try and get those picks. I'm going to throw out some nets to kind of stop them doing what they want to do. And sensing the, and knowing the missiles on the first Meepo, I used the other Meepos to kill it, so it doesn't land and do much damage. So I'm going to work on keeping my Meepos topped up here, so I can take this defense as healthy as possible. Going to put my treads on strength because I want as much HP, because they have so much flat damage. And we're just trying our best to high ground defend. And as you can see, the shrapnel is very hard to push into, and that has bought us a lot of time, and it's bought enough time for Troll to respawn. And now it's a 5v5 engagement, but they can still definitely take this. The sniper doing a very nice job of high ground defending here, pulling the creeps past the tower into the tier 4s there. But they are gonna stop messing around now, and they're gonna go for the top tower. The wards working on the tower, but the sniper's very good against the wards. I'm gonna chuck down some defensive nets, a nice double net there to stop them going on the sniper. Gonna poof down the creeps, and the cooldown does whiff, it completely misses, but they do pick up the tier 3. Shadow Shaman getting caught way out here, but the shackle does land focus fire onto a Meepo, and you could see how much I got obliterated by that. The Witch Doctor does get picked up. Troll Warlord with the BKB now. Gonna try and go on this Gyrocopter. It does manage to pick him up, but the Age is coming back on Windrunner. She power shots down the Crystal Maiden, and meanwhile, the Shadow Shaman ward's working on a Melian Ranged Rex. She's going to dive past to stop Troll Ward and Sniper defending, and they're going to pick up this top Rex. Or are they? I mean, it's getting pretty low, but they don't really have the damage. Troll Ward does TP out, TP back into the fight, and he is going to look for some kills here. The Windrun going down, and he's deciding to hit a Windrun target, and he does just die. I mean, yeah, that was a bad play. But Sniper here going to look to defend, and he has enough HP to contend with this Bounty Hunter. The Shrapnel going down. He's focusing the Catapult, because the Catapult, its primary target is buildings, so it's going to go straight for the buildings. I respawn, poof in, get rid of the target, get rid of the Catapult. And our melee racks here going to start regenning. So we do defend an Aegis, we do kill Windrunner, we do kill the core heroes, we do defend the melee racks. And we didn't use any buybacks on our cores. So while that engagement looks bad, I think it's not that bad. And you've got to kind of look at the positives when you're behind like this. You've got to kind of look, right? Well, we lost structures, we lost important structures, but what did we actually gain from that in the long run? Our team is better late game. Our team performs much better with items, and we held versus an Aegis at this point in the game when we're so far behind. And we got levels and some farms. So I did pick up an ultimate orb, and I would usually pick up a blink after my Aghanim Scepter, but I do decide right, we're behind. The blink, how much is the blink gonna do really? I mean, it's good for initiation, but we're defending high ground. We're defending them initiating on us, so I need HP. So I pick up the ultimate orb because it gives me HP, it gives me agility, damage, and some int, which is just nice. So the ultimate orb, I'm gonna look to go towards the Skadi. Skadi, very nice item. I prayed through the Skadi on Meepo. A lot of people do. It's a very nice item. Gives you a lot of health. So I just need stats. I need stats. That is exactly what I need. Troll Warlord ult can I go down here, and I'm going to pick up some much needed farm. Bounty Hunter does feed a kill mid. And knowing that Zeus and Gyro are top, I'm pretty confident that I can rat bottom. So I'm going to pick up a tower here. A TP scroll here. And I'm going to try, just ready to TP back to basin. While my team slowly defends top, I'm going to be keeping an eye on top to know when to TP, so you can see my camera's going back. I have a Meepo in the base, so I can quickly poof if my DP gets cancelled. And I'm going to be looking to push bottom. The wards do go down on mid, and I'm going to decide to chuck out some nets, but I'm not going to poof all my Meepos back yet. I want to see if I can get this bottom tower and try and get some gold on map control. Troller does whiff his BKB completely, but he does pop his ultimate, which allows me to get some hefty damage on this bottom tower. And upon immediately getting that, I'm going to poof my Meepos back in. They are going to look for this top barracks, but Windrunner here tunnel visioning so hard. Like, you see this example of tunnel visioning, guys, and I just pick up a very important kill here. They're going to look for this Rax, but Shadow Shaman again not looking behind him. He's going to get picked up. The Zeus here, a little bit out of position, but he's pretty quick. Maybe he can avoid this Troll Warlord. I'm not in position. I do chuck out a net to try and pick up this Bounty Hunter, but with the track speed and the Yule Scepter, even a Troll Warlord can't catch that Zeus, so Zeus does retreat. Very nice for us, though, actually, I think. They still don't pick up the melee rack, so that's going to regen. They pick up the tier 3 mid, which is nice, but we can still high ground defend. Our glyph is coming off soon. I pick up the bottom tier 2. Not a bad trade, guys. And I decide, now we've got a bit more map control. Now I need to get on top of Windrunner more, because she's their main damage source. I'm going to pick up the blink. I just got a chunk of gold. Going to pick up that blink. So, yeah. Not so bad for us, guys. So we've got more map control now. They're all dead. We're going to push out the lanes, give us some more vision, give our supports some room to put down those wards. They do start to TP in mid, and they're starting to respawn, so I'm going to quickly poof out my Meepos before she can shackle or a shuriken can go down. And I'm going to be looking to farm the lanes that I think are safe, because they've all died. They can't be in these lanes so quickly. So I'm going to use the space I have here. And that's really the story of this game, really, is just using the space. And while my plays at the start of the game were pretty bad, I think this is a good example of my movements are pretty good. Like, I'm not getting caught at this point in the game. Like, Troll Warlord is here, he just gets hexed up and he's instantly dead because his game sense is off. It's not skill, it's game sense. Game sense comes into play so much when you're behind like this, and they have so much map control. You can see here now that with the map control we managed to reclaim. We have managed to get 3 wards up here, so 2 in our jungle and 1 over our ancients. So these are now safe places to farm. They're going to look for this death push mid because they know they have to start pushing. They know they cannot let us get online. And Troll Lord's dead. I mean, 30 seconds down, we really don't want to fight this. Witch Doctor is saying enough is enough. I'm chucking out the ultimate, going to try and defend, but he does get instantly picked up so much nuke on top of that guy, and they're going to pick up the mid racks. I mean, there's very little we could contest. I don't have buyback, so it would not have been wise for me to go for that. They are going to go a bit over on this sniper here, and I'm going to get very nice double net. Do pick up 2 kills there, which is very nice. They went way too hard on that sniper there. They got the objective, and then they dived, which got me 2 nice kills there. I have buyback now, or I can get Scardy. 2 big kills for me there. A lot of gold for me there. So playing it smart, letting the objective drop while Troll Warlord's down, because I know ultimately if I dive into that, I'm going to die. I may pick up a kill, but I'm not going to be able to defend the objective. Bounty Hunter here does walk in range of a sentry. All the poofs land on top of him, but it's not quite enough damage, and he does get away. But yeah, as you saw there, guys, playing it a bit safe, letting the objective drop, waiting for Troll to get up, waiting for them to overextend it, and they did exactly that. Double net on top of them, double kill for me, a lot of gold for me. Scardy now, and you can see with the Scardy, so much damage with the Troll ultimate, and I do pick up the Aegis there. So now all of a sudden, a Meepo that got a 19-minute Aghanims now has a Blink and a Scardy and Aegis and buyback at 32 minutes. So by playing safe, using the space of the map, pushing a tower when I don't think we can fight, so when they push a tier 2 and I think, oh, we can't actually fight that. There's too many there. We can't fight it. So I'm going to push another tower. And that picks up some nice gold. Get the last hit gold on it, get my team some gold, get some space. Because if they had all their towers up now, they would have so much map control. And us pushing would take so much longer. So we're feeling ballsy now. I have Aegis, I have Blink, I have Scardy. Now the game is much more even, and I'm feeling. You know what? We can take this fight. We can use the map now. The map is even now, so we're gonna be playing much more aggressive. We're gonna be looking for kills. I'm gonna blink straight in here, and I'm gonna try and get a net on Gyro and Zeus. I get a net on Gyro. They're still playing like they're ahead, and you see, double kill right there. They're still playing like they're ahead. They don't think this Meepo can just get straight on top of them and kill them because they've been ahead for the entire game. But all of a sudden I am. Shackle there, gonna go down on Troll Warlord. But I do manage to land a very nice net there on Bounty Hunter. He overextends to get the track on Troll, getting very greedy. He gets picked up. Assassination goes down on Windrunner. Bang, she is dead. So that's 3 very important kills. Buyback gonna come out here on Zeus. Buyback gonna come out here on Windrunner as well. That's 2 buybacks. That's 2 buybacks on the side of the Radiant, which is a really nice dent into their economy. I'm going to retreat out now because the Shadow Shaman is pushing our bottom tower, and this is a game about structures. So it doesn't matter that we're killing them now. If they take our structures, we lose the game. Sniper here is going to hang around for too long, got a bit greedy, and he's going to get picked up by Windrunner there, which is not good for us. But yeah, I think it's still pretty good. We forced out 2 buybacks there, but now we have Sniper down, and I don't think he has buyback. Let me check quickly. He does have buyback actually. So Crystal Maiden going to respawn here. Troll needs to retreat out because if he gets picked up, that's very bad for us. A Witch Doctor is in a very kind of risky location here. He does back up after he places that ward. So I'm still doing pretty good. Still got my buyback. Still got the Aegis. We can definitely take this defense and we get some core kills there. And if we kill Windrunner and Zeus now, that's diebacks. That means the next respawn is going to be very long. So we're just staying in the base. It's very important at this point not to get picked off, especially if you don't have buyback. This is a game about waiting for us to be 5v5 again and taking the 5-on-5 team fight and wiping them. So Troll here is getting, you see here how important it is to stay in the base. Troll nearly getting shackled there. If he'd got shackled, that would have been an absolute death sentence. Just trying to defend our buildings, keep our buildings, not gone on. But I'm feeling a little bit more ballsy here. Sniper is about to respawn, still got the Aegis, it's about to be reclaimed, but I do pick up that gyrocopter. A lot of nukes going down on me, but I don't care. The Aegis was about to be reclaimed, and I decided to trade it for a kill. So I'm going to go hard on them again now. Keeping them out of our base. I don't want them in our base. I want to take the fight out of our base. Shadow Shaman does drop his wards, but they get quickly cleaned up by Sniper and Meepo. And we managed to defend this top melee racks again. They're really going to look for this, and the nets do go down. Very nice long range net on that Winra. But I'm deciding, I don't, even though I have buyback, I don't want to waste it. I'm going to regen up. Sniper's doing fine. They've got space. The base isn't in trouble. I'm going to go back and regen. So some core kills there, some good kills. Die back on Windrunner there. 5 minutes, I think 5 or 6 minutes is the time that Aegis lasts. I think it's 6, and I kind of had a mental note of when it was going to time out, and it's going to time out soon. So I'm going to, instead of just wasting it and sitting on it, I'm going to trade this for a kill, and I traded it, and that meant they can't go high ground now because they're 4v5. So just buying time, buying our team time, buying them time to accumulate their buyback or respawn or whatever. So now Windrunner's down for 40 seconds, and we're going to push out the mid lane. I don't really want to commit to this, but maybe we can. I mean, I'm still tanky. They've got no more core items online. Windrunner is their biggest damage dealer. Bounty Hunter's going to go really hard on Sniper here, and he gets instantly picked up by me. As soon as he shows his face, I'm just instantly netting him. The Troll ultimate with me poses so much damage. He's going to use himself up to try and get out, but I time the poofs perfectly, and they go straight down on him. I do check out some nets to try and net this gyrocopter up, but with the gyrocopter ultimate there and the Manta, he does manage to evade that. So I have a rocket on my Meepos, and I do realize that, and I'm going to quickly retreat out here. TP back to base, but one of my Meepos was lagging in behind. I did micro them all back, but I didn't see that last Meepo, and I do get picked up. So, miss micro from me, not quite realizing how far back one of my Meepos is, and they do take advantage of that and kill that Meepo. So MKB now picked up here on gyrocopter, and it's a good item. but it's not really going to affect me because I'm not going to pick up any evasion. It does do a lot of damage with flak though, so they do have a lot of ways to kill me and bring me down. They have a lot of physical damage. But again, I still have buyback. I'm not going to instantly use it. I want to wait as long as possible. And I picked up my ultimate orb to pick up my scythe. I mean, this game is quite weird because I bought items in a strange order. I bought the Skadi. I bought an ultimate orb before I bought my blink after Aghanims. And then I finished I bought a blink and then finished the Skadi, and now I'm going for a hex. It's kind of backwards, but it was necessary. They do pick up a last tier 3 here, which is very bad for us because now all of our racks are exposed. We have a rack's top that's completely exposed. Focus fire going to go down on that racks now, and it's nearly half health now. She's going to stand on that rack. She really wants it. Even though under all fire, she's going to perhaps trade her life for this. Frostbite does go down. She trades her life for it, but at the end of the day, a decent trade for them to take because it buys them so much space. So 2 lanes of racks now are going the way of the Radiant team. They have 2 lanes against us. I do spot the Shadow Shaman with a Night Ward from Witch Doctor, and he doesn't realize I can see him. He's doing some shopping here, and he just gets instantly picked up, like completely thinking he's so safe, and like doesn't realize we have a ward there. So I just pick up a free kill there. So yeah, still have enough for my buyback. Roshan should be respawning soon, and I'm kind of hoping it has. But we're going to try and, with them dead, instead of doing Roshan, we're going to try and push out the tower because we really need a lane of racks versus their 2 lanes of racks against us. It'd be really helpful if we could pick up mid. With this troll ultimate, we should definitely be able to do that. So switching my treads to actually really want to get some damage on this tower. The tower quickly goes down and the troll ult is popped. Pick up some nice damage on that Rax, and the Rax is dropping so quickly. I'm chucking out nets to delay their sort of their reaction, and all my Meepos are on half health. They're getting brought on very low by the static field passive of Zeus, and I'm going to decide not to hang around for too long. Still have buyback. Going to decide to retreat out. Going to regen back one of my Meepos and keep the rest in the fight so I can get back there. Sniper does pick up a kill, but he is going to get shackled by Windrunner. He's going to get shackled to one of my Meepos, but it's fine. I'm bringing the other Meepos through to buy him some space. And I poof on top of this Windrunner and land a very, very nice net. The Windrunner is down as she gets instantly picked up. The troll ult is going to come out, but I'm not going to decide to use it on buildings. I really want to get out of here, even though I have buyback. The wards are going to completely whiff. They're very defensive, and it stops me from going on the tier 3s, but I don't want to do that. I just want to get out. So I'm going to retreat out here. Sniper does get picked up and troll, but with the structure gold we just took, they have buyback. So this is fine. I'm sensing now that Roshan is up, and with the map control we just had, they're going to kind of be on the back foot a little bit. They've got 2 of their biggest damage dealers are down, so I'm feeling pretty confident that I could defend Roshan if they go for it. So I'm going to take one Meepo back here to quickly regen them. I'm going to relay them back here so I can do Roshan. And yeah, so with the Witch Doctor heal there, going to poof them straight back in, and we're gonna look for Roshan here. Going to poof them in and just go straight on him. They shouldn't know about this. They can have a hunch that we're doing it, but they don't 100% know, because of the fact that we used the smoke and I blinked from the high ground into the pit. Roshan is now going to get brought down pretty low, and I should be able to pick up the Aegis here, and it should have cheese as well. So Aegis picked up by me, and cheese should be picked up by Witch Doctor, which he can then hand over to a core. And Bounty Hunter getting way out of position. Bad position on Bounty Hunter, trying to get the track down there for his team. Do some nice defensive nets, and the rocket is going to come in. Going to keep netting. I realise here that I can't really retreat, so I'm going to go straight on them. The Witch Doctor is very, very nice. He got the Aghanim, so we got some bounces. He does get picked up, but it's fine. He got some nice damage, and I'm going to clean up these wards. All my Mimpers are very low, but I'm going to micro them back, not letting that Aegis go to waste. Even though I have Aegis, I'm still playing like I don't. I don't want to waste it, because I only just got it. Going to micro back the low Meepo and just stick the other Meepos on that Shadow Shaman. He gets brought down very quickly. So a nice free kill for me there. We completely wiped them. I still have Aegis, I still have buyback, and I can buy Hex. This game is ours. This game is completely ours. So even though they have 2 lanes of racks, even though the only 2 structures they need to kill in the game are our bottom ranged and melee racks, we are still holding on to the game by taking all of the fights out of our base. We do not want to take the fights in our base, because even if we win them, they are going to take barracks. So pushing down this mid lane, taking a death push, there's no way Bounty Hunter can defend it. And I am just going to go straight for these buildings. The Troll ultimate is popped, and we're going to do some insane damage on these towers. Doesn't look like anyone on the Radiant has buyback. They're respawning soon, but we can really just take this game now because of how much damage we do. Realizing they're going to respawn though, I'm going to get my Meepos nice and regen, going to pick up Boots of Travel and get straight back into the game. Going to poof them all straight back in, and now we're going right on the Ancient. This game is ours. Ancient half health. They're respawning out, but they realize this game is pretty much doomed. They're going to try and do some defense on this Meepo, but they have no AoE disables. They get brought down. Game is won. So that's an example, guys. I hope you've realized. I mean, maybe it seemed with my commentary in that we weren't actually that far behind, but we were very, very far behind. I think we were at a 12k gold deficit at the time when we were doing worse, and I think that really shows how I think that really shows how good Meepo is at catching up if you get an inch of map control, and if you keep a level head and if you do not tilt and look at the game properly, you can really hold a game properly and play around enemy mistakes, play around them diving, and especially at lower MMRs, people are going to think they're always ahead when they aren't. They're going to play like they're always ahead. Once they get ahead, they're going to always think they are, and you can really exploit that overconfidence. And you could see a lot of the kills I got there were not necessarily me playing like a god. I mean, I didn't have Hex at all in that game. I picked it up when we won. Well, not necessarily me blinking and hexing and playing really well. It was me exploiting their overextension and playing safely and not giving away free kills. So past the laning stage there, I really didn't give up any free kills, and that was really what helped us win the game there. So I hope you enjoyed that, guys. Hopefully you can see now kind of like an example of how to play Meepo when behind and how to use space and not just try and take fights 5-on-5 too early in the game before you get your Agnums. Thanks for watching, guys. Do leave a comment in the comment section on what you thought of this video and what you thought of my commentary, and I will see you next time. Thanks for watching.